So here we are today doing the 2 books, 1 stone tag. I was tagged to do this by Caz over at Cats and Camera. I will link her down below. And I'm just going to answer these questions. I have them written down in my handy little notebook and I'll see how I do. Just a disclaimer for this one. There are not going to be any physical books held up other than this little notebook because I forgot to get them before I sat down and I am lazy. So I'll just put a picture up here, it's fine. So the first one, the second to last book you read. Now, the second to last book, currently I'm reading The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry, and Brooke chose that book for me, but I haven't actually read it yet, so I'm not classing that as a book I've read. The last book I read was A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so the one before that would be Jackie Haha #2, My Life is a Joke, and here it is. And this is the sequel to Jackie Haha, and it is a book I read for the final prompt of Believeathon 2, Journey to the Stronghold, which was to read the next book in a series. And this story follows Jackie Haha a bit after her first novel, and it deals with a lot of good issues such as racism, crime, and all around her being a very funny, sarcastic, mischievous child and how she deals with negative aspects of her life. Great book, middle grade book, 100% would recommend. Yes. Now the second question is the second book from the top of my TBR. Well, every book I own is part of my TBR. I have over 410 books on my current TBR, so I don't really have a top, but this is what I would class as my main TBR shelf because it is my TBR standalone shelf. All of the books on here are standalones or books that are part of a series that I don't actually own the rest of them to. So I would class this as my main one, and maybe I don't even need to get it. It is this one, Mark Billingham, Time of Death, and that is the second book from the top because the first one is J.K. Rowling's Casual Vacancy, which I DNF'd. Is that about it? Number 3, 2 2-star reads. I've got to mention Come Again. Y'all know if you've watched any of my videos, Come Again hurt me. 2-star because the majority of the book was good and I don't feel as though it was fair to give it a 1-star, even though the ending ruined my life. Not in a good not in a good way. You know when a book ruins your life but you're really happy that it ruined your life because it was a good book? This ruined my life in the bad way. And I was not best pleased. So that is my first 2-star rating. The next one, not really read that many 2 stars. The Shade of Hetty Danes. That is my second 2-star rating because that book was alright. It was written for a younger audience. Fair enough. But I read the book when I was in school and I really enjoyed it. I thought, oh my god, it was an amazing book. It was one of the first few books I've ever read. So I decided to reread it, get in the nostalgia. Big mistake. So, awful book, very badly written. The story was okay, but there was nothing great about it. So let's just call it quits there. Bad book, don't read. Next, number 4. Wow, I'm getting through this quick. Number 4, 2 great books by the same author. I feel like I could just go to James Patterson because it'd be the easiest thing to do. No, I'm going to go different. I am going to go with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and the sequel, Good Girl, Bad Blood, because those were both written by Holly Jackson, who is a terrific author. Never read anything of hers before, don't know what book she has out other than these 2, but she is absolutely terrific. I love her writing. I thought it was excellent, and these 2 books were amazing. 5-star reads. Love them. Amazing. Top of the charts. Perfect. Question 5. 2 bails, 2 books you wish you'd bailed on, or 2 books you hated. Bloody hell. That made that one easy, didn't they? Right. Book I bailed on was A Casual Vacancy. Not a fan. Another book I bailed on, Wuthering Heights. Didn't like that. I got so far into it, I was managing it. I was like, right, all right, I can handle this. Not long left. Just get to the end. It's fine. So I checked how far I was in. Nowhere near halfway, and I thought, right, no, not even halfway. I'm done. I'm out. I quit. So I quit. That book, I got 50 pages in, and I quit. So not the best place for me. And they are 2 books that I bailed on. I DNF'd them. Gone. Number 6. 2 favourite reads so far this year. Ooh, this is where you're making my life difficult. I have so many reads that I loved. I feel as though The Host has to be there. 100% need to say The Host. But it's the second one now. Other top reads I thought were favourite books. I don't know. I love The Hunger Games that I read, but it'd be really easy to exclude them because they were rereads. So yeah, no rereads allowed. So The Host and In an Instant was great. The Good Girl's Guide to Murder books were great. City of Bones and City of Ashes were great. I'm going to go with The Host and City of Bones. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go. They were 2 fantastic books. I could have picked any of them and it wouldn't have mattered which one because they were all favourite reads for me. But City of Bones was one of those books I've been putting off for so long, so I was so glad when it did not disappoint. So then, number 7 is 2 new favourite booktubers. Shit, should have planned this one out. Crap. I mean, oh my god. Automatically, my instinct is telling me go for my friends because I know they're amazing booktubers. They're amazing. Other instincts are telling me go for these top booktubers. Go for your favourites. But it says 2 new favourites. And my friends, I've followed them for a while. My favourite booktubers, I've followed them for a while. So new booktubers. I'm going to definitely say Jade from paperback to hardback because whilst I've followed Jade since the beginning of her channel, she's only very recently started her channel, and I think this is the best opportunity for me to tell you to go show her some love. So I will link her down below as well. And also, new favourite. Come on, guys, come on. Who am I thinking of? Can I think of anyone? Who have I followed recently? I want to give a special shout out to Brooke from Brooke's Books. Absolute bestie, booktube bestie. Absolutely love the girl, but I've been following her for a while, so it seems a bit of a cheat to say she's a new favourite because she's not new. She's one of my favourites anyway. All-time favourites, not a new favourite. I will link Brooke down below just so she doesn't get offended. New favourite, I will say Katie from Brightness Katie Reads. I think she is amazing. She only started in March, which I found out recently. So she has not been around for that long, and she's doing so well. So I will link her below, show her some love. All amazing booktubers. Love them all. Question 8 is a book you have read twice. I'm going to say The Hunger Games. I'm going to say the entire series. I'm on a bit of a Hunger Games hype. Absolutely loved it. Reread it this year. Great. And I have only read it twice. So it fits. Number 9 is 2 fabulous quotes from books you've read recently. So the quotes are, "If we burn, you burn with us." And that is from Mockingjay from the Hunger Games series. That is so powerful given the story of the Hunger Games. It's a great, great quote. I love it. And it speaks so much to being in control and taking control of the situation you are in. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's a great quote. And the next quote is, "Not everything that's true needs to be said." And that is from City of Bones. And that speaks to me because there are so many people out there now who have taken the everybody deserves a right to an opinion thing and rolled with it so much that it's now okay to offend people because that's my opinion and that is wrong. And I strongly believe with that. Not every truth needs to be said. A lot does, and if you do, excellent, but not everything needs to be said. Not when it's detrimental to somebody. And that's what that quote stands for, and I love it. So number 10 is tag a number of booktubers, but the number must be divisible by 2. So I'm going to tag Brooke from Brooks Books, Jade from Paperback to Hardback, Katie from Brightness Katie Reads, Michael from Average Reader, Mel from A Book for You Named Mel, and Emily from Emily Kathleen Reads. So that is this tag. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you click the subscribe button and click the bell so you're always notified when I post. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and all of that jazz. And until next time, that is it for me. I post every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, so until next time, I will see you later.